That's when I sideswiped a pedestrian. Hey, I'm Brice Harrison from Evans, Georgia. I was driving home from my friend's house after watching the Georgia game. All of a sudden, my passenger window busted out.
I was just walking along, and normally I could see the headlights come up behind me. But for some reason, I didn't see Brice's headlights. And next thing I know, I went flying through the air. And I thought to myself, you just got hit by a car.
I saw a person, you know, on the distance sitting, but they seemed fine. She was on the phone talking. And so I was like, I didn't think anything of it, but I rode back a couple more times just to check out the situation.
Text my son, told him I just got hit by a truck. I was gonna get up and walk home, and I couldn't feel my leg or my butt. And then I got hysterical. The
police pulled me over into the gas station and said that I had hit a person, and I was like, freaked out what would happen, and I was scared.
My son Brice was charged with a hit and run. He had to go to jail for like 10 hours.
Jail's not a fun place, especially for a kid.
We went and bailed him out the next morning. Bonds about $3,000 there. 2 months later, her injuries increased. He was charged with a second felony of a serious injury by vehicle. He had to go back to jail for a second time, another 10 hours.
I was having an average of 2 surgeries a week. And the more they did the surgery and cleaned it, the more deeper the holes got. It was literally a piece of skin about this big that just laid open, and there was a big old hole in there.
He pleaded guilty, not on the 2 felonies, but on 3 misdemeanor charges.
After I went to court, I lost my license for a year, and a year of curfew from dusk to dawn.
And I had to pay a $15,000 fine to the Georgia State Victims Crime Fund.
And I have 40 hours of community service where I'm riding along in an ambulance.
Monetarily, I probably spent about $30,000 in countless hours in and out of court and in and out of the lawyer's office, and just, you know, talking to people in the legal field about this.
It really opened my eyes on what can happen in your life, how it can change in the blink of an eye. And
not to mention, I lost my home. I lost my job. It's hard. It's hard.
Everything in the car is a distraction. The radio's a distraction. Texting can wait. Putting on the makeup can wait.
You guys don't realize, you know, how real this is. And
I would want teens to know that it destroys lives. It destroyed mine. It destroyed Brice's. I lost everything I had. My son's got visions in his head that he will never forget.
You take life for granted before something like this happens.
I got lucky that I'm alive. God bless me that night.